people together, the people who are truly on the path of Islam, which is submission to God, um, are really just one people, one heart, and the peace that comes with, um, you know, a community like that is wonderful.
What were some manipulations you had about Islam when you did discover the truth of them?
I think the greatest was just the ignorance of, I would look at other Muslim women and think like, why are they wearing scarves? This is a free country. Why are they letting themselves be oppressed? If they want to wear a scarf, why don't they move back to another country? Why do they pray that way? Why do they bend down? That's so humiliating. And all these things. It was just ignorance, a lot of ignorance. So basically, the mentality that a lot of people have right now in America was basically the mentality I had as well before I became Muslim. And it's just ignorance. Once you learn the reasons why women choose to cover their hair, or why, you know, women and men are, separated in the masjid, or why we pray the way we do. I mean, then once you understand from somebody who practices, really not just from hearsay, and then it becomes, it makes sense. And then when the ignorance leaves, the hatred also leaves.
If you could share one verse from the Holy Quran with a non-Muslim, which verse would it be?
Probably Surah Fatiha. Definitely Surah Fatiha. It's the opening chapter verse, um, and that is my favorite one.
How could you compare Islam to other religions you've researched or used to practice?
Well, I do believe that I don't just study Islam, I also study Christianity and all these other religions, and I learn a lot from other spiritual teachers. And one thing I've come to realize is that there's truth in every religion, there's truth in every path seeking towards God, and Islam isn't anything new. What it is the completion of all the truths that came down before it. It's not the original religion, but it's the final one. And with the purest um, form taught, because other, perhaps other religions or spiritual teachings were tainted or changed in history, or was no longer necessary. And the Quran is just a perfect sum of everything. But you can find truths in other religions and other spiritual forms of life, as long as they don't contradict the teachings of Islam. Then I find it all beautiful, and you can learn from many different sources.
At what point did you know that with certainty that Islam was the best religion?
I would have to say the Quran. The Quran is a very beautiful holy book. There's no contradictions in it. There, I've never in my life. I'm a very good reader and writer, and I've never in my life come across a book that compares to the Holy Quran in the way that it is. That the language is written, the scientific proofs in it, the mathematical miracles in the Quran that I've studied. Just there's nothing that can compare to it. If anything, for me, the truth, the highest testimony comes from the Holy Quran, and that is the one thing that has guided me and keeps my faith very firm.